Greetings, salutations, and hello. My name is Giselle Bonds, and I am your branding photographer. I have owned Positive Images, which is a brick and mortar portrait studio located in the Oakland East Bay, for over 27 years, and I specialize in personal branding photography for savvy entrepreneurs. I am thrilled and excited and delighted that I will be joining you next week in Monterey for the Big Giving. I will not be alone. I am bringing my makeup artist, Heather Collins. She's a cosmetologist. She can do hair and makeup. She's just finished an assignment for ESPN yesterday. And she was with me in Austin, Texas last week, where we served entrepreneurs at Jennifer Kim Seeing Her Live conference. But I wanted to pop in today and just give you some things to think about. I don't want to call it homework, but it kind of is, to get you prepared so that we can make the most of our time next week. First of all, if you are a VIP registrant for the conference, you will receive your photo session with me and a retouch version of your favorite pose at no charge. It's your gift for being a VIP. If you're not a VIP and you'd still like to work with me, don't tell anyone back in Oakland. My normal clients would kill me, but I'm going to be doing headshot updates for $50 only here at the Big Giving. So the homework is I want you to think a little bit about what you need for your marketing in the next 90 days in terms of your visual branding. So what that means is I want you to take into consideration any Facebook ads you'll be running, any landing pages that will be designed. Do you need thank you pages, cover pages for your social media platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn? Last week in Texas, I even did a series of images that a client is going to use to split test a Facebook ad. So we did one set of poses with someone posing as her client, and then we did the same poses with the client model who was a different demographic. So she's going to split test those ads, and that's another way you can use your branded images. Other things to be thinking about: do you need a speaker one sheet? Any press releases? There's just tons of reasons why we need images that give people a sense of what it's like to work with us before they meet us. Especially if your business is such that your clients meet you through your website, and for some of us, we only do interaction virtually. So having a curated set of branded images is really important. So to get ready for that, there's a few things I wanted you to think about. First, of course, being clothing. And one of the first things to consider with clothing, well, let me just put it in a nutshell. You want to look at things that are simple, solid, and long-sleeved. Simple and solid because we want the emphasis to be on your face and on your branded message. Keep in mind that you will eventually be combining a lot of these images with words, text, and graphics. And so if you're wearing a busy pattern like the wrap I'm wearing, you can get a lot of visual noise quickly. So a solid fabric is going to be your friend. Also, especially for my ladies, I want you to consider a sleeved garment. Why? Because you tend to come in, look at the photographs, and then be like, my arms look fat. And it's not necessarily that. Basically, in most poses, your arm is closer to the camera than your face, and our brains are just wired to see skin first, so the arm will get more attention. So you can eliminate that process by wearing a sleeve, or at least a cap sleeve that covers that really meaty part of our arms. Now, of course, if you're rocking those Michelle Obama arms, go right ahead and flaunt it. Don't worry about it. Now, let's think about color. If you know that you are branded strongly with a color palette, then by all means bring garments that are cohesive with that color scheme. That way, when you start adding these images to your websites and your blogs and your social media platforms, it will look well thought out and they will look like they belong there. If your brand isn't strong on color, then I will direct you to work with what I call your power colors. And those are colors that you gravitate to wear when you need a little energy lift, and are those colors that people that you don't even know will stop you to tell you that you look fabulous in. So bring colors that you feel great in. Now I took a peek at the event website and it looks like we're going to have some beach access. So if beachfront imagery is consistent with your brand and would resonate with your target audience, then bring some garments that play well on the beach. Pastel colors, flowing free and breezy and easy. But if we're going to have a beach as our backyard, by all means, let's try to use it for a little bit. And what else? Oh, props. You may want to consider bringing props. Tools that you use in your business. Things that represent what you do. So for some of us, that could be as simple as laptops and cell phones. Other of us have actual, tools that we work with that your clients would recognize you having. And it doesn't have to be overthought. I mean, if you're in the green and the healthy lifestyle, maybe fresh produce is something that you want to include. Or if you are in the health and fitness, maybe a small kettlebell, or I don't know. It just depends on what you work with on a regular basis. If it's portable, you can bring it. Because at the end of the process, ideally you have a set of images that kind of give people a sense of what it's like to work with you. So those are some things I want you to think about. Heather will be available to you. She will be offering services starting at about $25, ranging from a light touch-up to what you've already done for yourself to full makeup and hair. And we will be posting more details about that on the page that this video is on. If you have questions or you feel like you need more of a one-on-one consultation with me before we get to the event, by all means you can reach out to me via email at info@positiveimages.biz. If you prefer to text or phone, you can reach me at 510-239-3686. And again, if you've got comments, questions, or concerns, by all means don't hesitate to reach out. And I think that's about it. I'm excited to be meeting you next week and to be a part of this collaborative, helpful community that's being built through the Big Giving. So until that time, I will see you in Monterey. Thanks so much.